Mr Chair, I want to start by acknowledging our team on the Auckland Governance Select Committee. I think if I was an ordinary person out there in the public, I know who I'd want advocating for me, and it certainly would not be the national members on that Select Committee. I'd like to acknowledge Phil Twyford for doing a fantastic job of leading our team, the Labor team, with regards to this. I'd like to acknowledge George Hawkins, who comes with the experience, having been the former Mayor of Papakura. I'd like to acknowledge William Steele, who also comes with the experience, having been the former Deputy Mayor of Manukau. And I'd like to also acknowledge our other member on that Select Committee, the Honourable Shane Jones. I'd like to say it again. If I was a general member of the public, not a politician, I know who I would want advocating for me, and it definitely wouldn't be the ones on that side of the House. Now, Mr Chair, I rise tonight to speak to an SOP that I put forward, and the SOP, Mr Chair, is that we insert a new section, 21A, that the Auckland Council shall continue to hold for the purposes of a scenic park and as a memorial to commemorate the completion in the year 1940 of the first 100 years of settlement in progress in the Metropolitan District of Auckland, the land known as the Auckland Centennial Memorial Park, and any other land acquired by the Council or its predecessors for the purposes of that park. And the purpose of that, Mr Chair, is that the Auckland Centennial Memorial Park in the Waitakere Ranges was created by the people of Auckland for the people of Auckland who subscribed to support this. It has subsequently been developed with ratepayer monies, but there have been many gifts of land which have been incorporated into this park. This amendment protects the ownership of the land, Mr Chair, and that's the SOP I wish to speak to now. Now, Mr Chair, I propose this amendment on behalf of the people of Waitakere, people that should have been represented by their member, Paula Bennett, but unfortunately she has failed in this case, as she has in the past over and over again, to represent those constituents, Mr Chair. So I'm standing now to represent their views. Now, I need to make it known, Mr Chair, that in the past Paula Bennett campaigned against the Waitakere Ranges Heritage Act, Mr Chair, whilst the people of Waitakere were staunchly in support of that bill being enacted. Now, during the Select Committee process of this particular bill, the bill that we are discussing tonight, Waitakere people came forward, so many came forward to make their submissions, to make their views heard on this bill and on a broad range of issues, Mr Chair. But of particular note and of particular relevance to this SOP was their concern that the local government Auckland Law Reform Bill poses a danger to the Waitakere Ranges. Now, Waitakere wants to see the legal protection given to the Ranges safeguarded, and this is what my proposed amendment will do, Mr Chair. Now, just a bit of background. The Waitakere Ranges Heritage Area Act legislation that my colleague and the former MP for Waitakere, Lynn Pillay, introduced, so clap for Lynn Pillay for introducing that wonderful piece of legislation, that ensures that the Waitakere Ranges belongs to Auckland. Of course, at the time that it was enacted, Paula Bennett and other national MPs voted against this legislation, and it appears that the Super City process has provided them with an opportunity to undermine the Act, and that's the concern that has been put forward by members of the public in Waitakere. Now, with the Super City legislation, this government has tried to erode the unique protections given to the Ranges and potentially strip ownership of the regional park from Aucklanders. Now, Section 77(1) of the Local Government Amendment Act gives the Auckland Regional Council rights of ownership over the area now known as the Waitakere Ranges Regional Park. And instead of transferring ownership from the Auckland Regional Council to the Auckland Council, this bill in its current form proposes to repeal Section 77, and we have to ask why, Mr Chair. Now, there are some clues that we've been given. Paula Bennett and the National Party are openly in favour of nationalising the Waitakere Ranges. They have promoted that the Waitakere Rangers should be a national... Mr Chair, Mr Chair, Mr Chair, Mr Chair.